To a long-standing tradition in Elkhorn, marking a major milestone today. First Alert 6's Brenna Kiefner shows us how the celebration connects community support with Mount Michael's mission.
Mount Michael Benedictine Abbey has been part of the Elkhorn community since the 1950s.
So in those early years, when the seminary was first underway, the monks wanted to inculcate or gain some support from the local community. And especially in South Omaha, there were many Eastern Europeans who had Catholic backgrounds. So they suggested that we begin a festival.
That idea grew into a tradition, one that's carried on for 70 years.
Because when they first came, things like the building weren't paid for, so there was a lot of need. And of course, they were trying to keep the cost of education as minimal as possible.
Today, the Fall Festival has become the Abbey's largest fundraiser. Admission is still free, but what guests spend on food, games, and crafts fuels Mount Michael's mission. That mission is rooted in 5 Benedictine values: community, hospitality, integrity, moderation, and service. Leaders say those values come alive at the festival.
I think it's terrific. You know, we're part of a community. That's one of our Benedictine values is community. And so just to see them out here, and past students too. A ton have been coming up and talking to a bunch of our alumni. It's really great.
And organizers tell me the festival is not just about tradition, it's about keeping the Abbey's mission alive for another 70 years. Reporting in Elkhorn, Brenna Kiefner, First Alert 6.